Here's the problem for today's video. A 40-year-old teacher sets up an ordinary annuity retirement account with his credit union. Starting a month from today, he will deposit $200 per month, and deposits will earn 5.3% per year, compounded monthly. And we're going to find the value of his account when he is 70 years old. I suppose he's retiring at 70, so he deposits in for 30 years or so. We want to find the total of all his deposits over a 30-year period, and also the total interest earned. Now for the first part here, I'm going to use the TI-83 calculator, and then I would also set it up using a formula. But we'll look at apps here. This one's finance. I'm going to use the TVM solver here, hit 1. And then N represents the number of payments. You can call it interest periods. So it's going to be 12 per year for 30 years. That's going to be 360. And we have interest rate. The interest rate is going to be 5.3%. We don't change this to a decimal, so we set up this way. So it's 5.3. This one we leave blank. That's present value. And then the payment is going to be $200 per month. So enter 200 here. And then the last two are set at 12. You enter 1 for 12 because it's compounded monthly, 12 times a year. So you set the first one to 12, the other one automatically goes to 12. So that's already set there. And then we go to future value. That's FEV here. And then we go to alpha here. And then hit enter. And the negative, of course, means it's going out. Just ignore the negative, and the value we get is 175,997. Point, run it out to 2 places, 49. So that's how much he'll have in the account when he is 70 years old. So again, N, calculate number of payments, 12 per year for 30 years. So it's 360. Enter the interest rate, 5.3. The amount of the payment, 200. Set it on FE, future value, alpha, and then enter. So the answer to part A, 175,997.49. 175,997.49. And then the total of all his deposits over the 30-year period. So it's $200 per month, and it's 30 years, 12 payments every year, so that's 360 here. So it's $200 times 260 payments. This gives me 72,000. So the total amount of the payment is $72,000. Now what's the total interest? Well, if he pays this much over the 30-year period, and he ends up with this much. So 175,997.49 subtract 72,000 tells me, gives us the interest. So the interest is 103,997.49. So those are the answers to these three parts here. Now if you don't have a calculator that has that formula, you can use this formula. This is your formula for future value. Calculates the value of the annuity over the period of time that you're looking at. So in this case, R is the payment, which is 200 for this particular problem. R is the interest rate, compounded, and M is the number of periods. So it's compounded monthly, so M is 12. So we plug those into this formula. Payment $200, interest rate is 0.0. Now here you do have to go ahead and put this in terms of a decimal. So the 5.3 goes to 0.053, and then it's compounded 12 times a year. And then the N is the number of payments or periods, 360. And then of course the denominator, you have the interest rate again divided by N, which is 12. And then the way I would calculate this here on a calculator, so you don't have to round off until the end. The way I would do it here is I would compute this part right here inside. So I would look at this. So the way I would do this one is first I would calculate this in here. So this would be parentheses, and then I'd have 1 plus, and be 0.053 divided by 12. And then this is taken to the 360 power, 360. Hit enter. And then I would subtract the 1. So I'm doing what I have in the brackets here. Subtract the 1 from that answer. I get that. And then I'm going to multiply by 200. So I'll put times 200. Get that. And then I'm supposed to divide by what I have in the denominator, 0.053 divided by 12. Okay, what I'll do is I'll multiply by the reciprocal. So I don't have to do any rounding off. So I'll say times 12 and then divide by 0.053. And we get the same thing that I got in the calculator. 175,997 point, round this out to 40.49, and that's the same answer we got. Then the rest of it, of course, you can just do with a basic calculator to get the answers to part B and C. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.